Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Tuesday workshop with OPM Tools. You have me, Oren Cohen, together over here this time. And the topic for today is advanced reputation management. Now, before we show what that is or what we are going to tell you about, let me just give you a brief understanding of what reputation management is, why it's important, and how do we make sure that using the system, the software, the OPM tools, how can we actually see that what the system has to offer? As simple as that. So what reputation means is every business that is dealing with a B2B or a B2C clientele, they have their own Google profiles, they have their online profiles, and yet again, they have a reputation to maintain. The reputation would mean, what do people talk about regarding them? Are they considered experts? Are they considered professionals? Do they have a good image or a bad image? And all of this, all of these reviews by the customers or by the clients of that particular industry, they matter. They matter a lot. Why? Because people nowadays, they look at the reviews that these agencies or these industries have online. Have they been a good partner to other people's? And that way they understand before spending their money, will they be a good fit for us or not? So that is what review or reputation is in a nutshell. And why is it meant, and why does that matter for a company or for an organization is, if they have a reputation management properly done within a software or within a tool, they are able to monitor and track how many reviews they have, within those reviews, what are the positive ones and what are the negative ones. And by using a system or a software like OPM tools, they're able to distinguish so that, all right, it's a trick basically. So where the 1, 2, or 3-star reviews go to a separate survey or a feedback form, and only the 4-star and 5-star reviews, when person clicks on that, goes to the actual Google review link. So what happens that way is, whenever someone clicks on 4-star or 5-star, and this is the flow. You provide a service, the service ends, your customer gets an email or an SMS with a review link. If they click on that, it opens up a survey. Hey, my name is this. We recently saw that you had an appointment with us. We recently saw that you purchased our product or you used our service, for example. How was your experience? Would you like leave in a review about it? If they click on yes, they'll see 5 options: 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. So far, so generic. If they click on 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, it opens up a new form. In that form is, oh, I'm so sorry that you had to face some trouble. Can you give us an explanation on what went wrong? And if they click on 4-star and 5-star, it takes them to the Google review page. And what that would look like is, give me a moment so I can share my screen. If someone clicks on 4-star and 5-star and they want to leave a good review, it would take them to this page. Yep, this one. And they just then fill out the 4-star or 5-star again. For example, this one or this one, they write their post and they click on post. It's as simple as that. So this is what we are trying to show you how to set up today and what things you can do. Yes, I want to discard this review. Before I go there, let me show this. Now, within the OPM tools software, you can track and see how many reviews you have and where to find them and what to do with them. So within the OPM tool software, on the left-hand side on the dashboard, if you scroll down just a bit, you'd see marketing, automation, sites, membership, media storage, and finally, reputation. If you click on that, this will open up the reputation dashboard. Now, what does this dashboard show you? It shows you the invite goal, how many invites you've sent recently, and it's just a goal. It's just a metric to show you if you are hitting your target or not. It's nothing that would affect your business. I mean, it would, obviously, but not within the system. The system will not keep a track or like a leadership model or something like that. Then it shows you the number of reviews you have received versus the previous 6 months. It shows the sentiment of the reviews you've gotten. So if they were positive reviews or negative reviews, and you can check with that. If you have a lot of negative reviews, or even if you have some negative reviews and you have some automation set up on the back end, which we will show you how to do, you can actually go into those submissions and see what went wrong. And maybe you can fix those problems, or maybe it was just a client error and you can reach out to them. You can then even provide them discounts or referral bonuses or something like that to make them, or basically what would be the right word, to nudge them in order to replace their bad review with a good review. So things like that. Now, if you scroll down, you'd see your average rating. For us, it's 5 stars. That's 9 out of 9. And then, yep, no 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 star, or 1 star. So that's good for us. Then we have the invite trends. This is about the invite trend shows how many invites have you sent from the system to others. And the invites are sent via an SMS or an email. Then you have the review trends on how many reviews you got on the previous months. You can look back and see how many you sent out and how many you received, trying to understand if there's a trend to it. Maybe there's a 20% or 40% open rate. So if data matters to you, then you have all the data at your disposal. Then your latest reviews that you have received on the left hand side. On the right hand side, you have the latest reviews as well. Who gave what reviews to you, and yeah, that would be all the things you have. Now, within this settings, before I move forward, there's also one more thing, which is a reviews AI. What reviews AI do is when someone leaves a review on your Google profile, your Google My Business profile, you have the option to respond to it as well. So if they have a bad review, you can respond to it with some encouragement. If it's a good review, you can show your gratitude right then and there. And it's somewhat hard to keep track of when you have a good amount of reviews coming in. So what you can do is you can set up reviews AI so it will auto respond to the reviews coming in, and those responses would be different each time. Hopefully, that's what AI does. Or you can even set it up for suggestive mode. So when you are actually going onto the system to reply to those reviews, it will suggest you with 2 to 3 different messages that you can just click and enter. So yeah, that would be it. Let's see what the other things are. Now over here you have on the request part, you can see how many requests you've sent, and you can even send out manually requests as well. So if you just had an amazing interaction with someone, just click on the contact name. Over here, I'll try clicking on Robert. Here it is. And I can choose which mode do I want to send it out to, from email or SMS. And we can even have our own pre-made email template, or the system already has an email template or an SMS template. So you can use them as well. I'm just gonna, yeah, here is the SMS. Thank you for letting us know. Would you be willing to take 30 seconds and leave us a quick review? Here's a link to make it easy. And all you need to do is click on send review request, and the review request will be sent out. Yep, that's pretty straightforward. Then if you go into the reviews page, this will show all the reviews that you have received in detail. And now, as I was mentioned earlier, you can click on either reply, where you can click on whatever you want to, or you can do is you can click on AI reply, and AI will be generating a sequence of things that that you can send out forward. So when I click on AI review over here for Michael Hassan, he responded. His review was, as always, great service, great competence, and great care. Very much appreciated each and every time. Now, I'm not a content person. I don't know the fancy words that I need to write. That's why I use content AI or reviews AI in this matter. All I did was I clicked on this AI reply, and now it says regenerate over here. And this is the prompt it gave me. Thank you for your kind words and consistently choosing us. We strive to provide great satisfaction and care, and it's wonderful to hear that you feel appreciated each time. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Now, for the people who are watching this and listening to me, I wouldn't have ever used those words to describe. It would be something like, thank you for your feedback. I'm looking to working with you again soon. Something like that. I mean, I'm not good with words. I'm technical. I'm not creative. Don't hold that against me. Sorry. So that's what AI can do, or reviews AI can do for you. And over here, you can send out your review request. Previously, over here, you can send it out as well. Same way, same manner. Now comes the widgets. Now, what are the widgets? Widgets is where all your reviews are hosted in a visual manner that you can put up either on your website or on your emails or on your landing pages, so that whenever someone visits your website or a landing page of yours, they can see the actual reviews. And these reviews will be changing over time as your business gets more and more reviews. Now, is this something very important to be customized? I mean, It depends. It depends on business to business and person to person. I would say you would need to have a neutral, a generic widget instead of a highly customized widget. But if you want customization, you can play with that over here. So over here, we have the customer testimonial. All I need to would do is click on create new, and then I can play with it. Let's see what we have. All right, the list type. First, I need to select the review resource. I'm going to select all of them. I can select each and every one as a specific or an individual one as well. So if I have good reviews on Google, but not so good reviews on Facebook, I would not select Facebook and just keep Google instead. And that is how you can choose what you want to show, basically. And you can even select it from here where it says minimum ratings. You can show any ratings, or you can show 4 stars and above, or just 5 stars only, so that you are providing your prospecting client list or your prospecting audience only the things that you want to show. But if it was for me, I would show all the reviews. I want the other person to know my good and my bad, everything. I'm transparent. I like being an open book, but that's just me. Don't take my word as a strategy for your own business. That's a personal opinion, not a business wide opinion. Anyways, you can select the number of reviews it will show, and then you can also select the type of widget. So over here we have a list. If I choose this, it turns it into a grid, and this is what they'll see. It can be in masonry. I don't know what that is. I'll be finding it out just like you. Yeah, looks about the same. Yeah. Anyways, it contains an AI summary as well. So that's good. It can be a carousel where they'll have to slide one after another. And it could be a legacy. Now, it sounds good. Yeah, that's why it's called a legacy. So it looks refined, to say the least. Yep. Please choose another widget type to see all the customization options. Let's say I'm going to use grid, and then I'm going to go to content. Over here, I can change out what the widget title is. So widget title is what, and yep, it changed the title over here. So I can say what my customers are talking about, or how does the clientele view us, or it could be something that I would actually keep. That would be me, and give some description about how I love to get constructive criticisms, and there is no such thing as a bad publicity and things like that. Just the generic metaphors, just to show that I'm open to all kind of reviews, even if someone hits a personal attack. Yeah, so be it. And within the headers, we have the rating, which we can select or deselect. I mean, obviously, when you have a Google review page, you need to keep your ratings on. That's the entire purpose of it. The total review count, and write a review button. So all of these options are necessary, because if you remove the write a review button, how would people write a review? Then you have the appearance, you have the light theme, you have the dark theme, or you have the custom one. The custom one would be when you want to follow your branding. For me, I would choose dark. That's just my personal preference. Yeah. Or it could be a gradient as well if you want it to be that way. So I go to custom, and then I can just select or deselect the colors over here on the right hand side. So widget background color would be, let's say, white. Yeah, something like that. And just play with it. And you can change out the font as well. And then we move on to the settings. Now, within the settings, this is the embed code that you're going to copy and then paste on your website. If your website is hosted within OPM tools, you just need to add a section where it says custom code or something like that, and you just paste that in there. So if I'm going to copy code over here, let me just show you within 2 to 3 steps. Cancel. Where do I save it? Here it is. Widget name, test widget, do not use. Perfect. Yeah, got. So yeah, I'm going to back to sites, going to funnels. Let's look into some draft dummy funnels. I'm going to use Life Coach over here. I just want to show what we can do. Open in a new tab, share this tab. And I really hope what I just showed you works properly. Otherwise, I'll have to repeat a number of steps, which I don't want to. Honestly, I don't like repeating things that I don't like working with. All right, so here we are. Let's just add another element over here. That would be, where is it? Code. All right, open the code, open the code editor from the right hand side and enter the code and click on save. Save, and I hope it works. I'm going to watch it load first before I show it to you. Perfect, it worked. Yeah, here it is. So that's how easy it is. And there is another option as well, I think, because I've used it before. Share this tab. Yeah, here you have the reviews button also. So you can just click on that, and within the reviews, it will show that over here. So you can play either way. Why do we use the coding and not the reviews widget itself? There is no particular reason, but the code is provided to you in case your website is built or hosted somewhere else. So you can copy the code from here and paste it over there. It's as simple as that. Now we understand. Now, with that, I think we understand how to build different widgets. Why do we need reviews and how to play with that? Now, within reviews, there's also another like other things that really matter regarding reputation, and that is your GMB, your Google My Business profile being active and being properly optimized. This is something that Oren and I usually focus on when you're working with like local businesses and for their local SEO as well. So for local businesses, the main part of your business is to be visible online locally. And when we talk about locally, the things that matter the most are your SEO and your Google My Business profile. And your profile needs to be perfectly optimized. What I'm referring to by that is accurate information, your address, your phone, your hours, add in missing information like business hours and things like that. Secondly, your posting. So you need to have consistent posting over here. Now, we all have heard about social media marketing and social media posting on Facebook and Instagram. There is a lot of people who still don't know what Google My Business posting is. And within our software, that makes your entire life easier when you are working to post on Google My Business profiles. That is something that Owen can show you, or I can show you right after this. And then you have your reviews. The more reviews you have, the more posts you have, and the positive reviews, obviously. And the more your business profile is optimized, there's a higher chance of you ranking locally within your own area. And for local business, that's a dream goal. So if anyone searches something like, let's say, staffing near me or a staffing agency near me or constructors near me, a local staffing agency with a high number of reviews, consistent posting, and accurate data on their Google My Business profile would pop up higher. And that gives them a higher chance on being selected by the potential client. Now, going back to this, I was referring to the posting. Yeah. So if you go into the marketing where we have the social planner, this is where we create and schedule the post for all the different social media channels. Within the channels, we have our Google My Business profile as well. So what we need to do is click on new post, and you can schedule posts for the future as well. So it will take you, I don't know what, maximum 1 to 2 days, maybe 3 days to construct the next 30 or 50 posts. And why I say that? Because I'm not that designed literate person. All right. I'm technical, I'm not creative. What I would do is I would utilize image AI and content AI to write it out and build it out for me. How would that go? I click over here, select my Google My Business profile, simple. The call to action would be book. For us, that would be that. And we enter our calendar, or it could be call, and it already has our number. So if anyone clicks on the button, it will dial a call towards us. Now, over here, I can start with AI, generate with AI, content title, give it a description, use it that way. And then when it comes to image, create an image using AI, or just select an image from the media library. Once that's done, I just have to click on over here where it says post and schedule the post for the future. Simple as that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 steps, basically. Not 6 and 7. Forget I said that. It was a slip of tongue. That's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're done. Simple as that. So that way, your post will be scheduled for the future. Your widget has been created. Your reviews are coming up. Now, how do we actually build out the entire review settings and everything like that. So let's go to the area of my expertise, basically. Before we go that, I have to go to the sites, click on service, because whenever someone is takes a service with you or purchases your product or has an interaction with you either on the call or on like a video meeting, Zoom, Google Meet, or anything, what you want to do is after that particular event, and I'm by event I mean either meeting or they purchase a product or anything like that, after a particular event you want the system to automatically send out a review request. And the review request would be, hey, we just you just had a meeting with us, or you just purchased a product with us, and we would love it, and we would highly encourage it, and we would give you a discount or whatever your tonality needs to be, but we would encourage you to leave a review for us, as it would be of great benefit for us. Something like that, whatever, however you want to spice it up or sweeten it out, it's up to you. So you want the system to automatically send these reviews instead of you finding that person one by one and sending it out one by one. And sending it out manually can work if you're a one person army. If you're a one man army, the only one running the entire business, okay, you can do that. But when you have like multiple team members and you're pitching to clients every day, you need something that's automated, something that the system takes care of. So what the entire flow is, service utilized, the system would send out a review request. The review request would contain a link, and the link would take them to a survey page. Survey page would contain their first name, last name, email. That's it. And the next page would contain 1 star, 2 star, all the way to 5 stars. Based on that, it will decide if the stars that are selected is either 1, 2, or 3. It will send them to a feedback form. And if they select 4 and 5, it will take them to a Google review page, as we saw earlier. And if in case you forgot what that was, it would be this page over here. Simple as that. So coming back. So before we work on the automation itself, we need to create a survey for that. So let's just create a survey. I hope I'm just going to create it from scratch. Sorry, when it comes to technicalities, I prefer building it from scratch. When it comes to content, AI generated or templates, and I'm happy. All right, so this is a survey. This would be dummy, just because within the first page, what we need is the full name. We need their email. Yeah, the email and the full name would be quite sufficient. Yeah, move. I can add some text if I want, like I just noticed that you purchased something or whatever your verbiage has to be. I would personally even add an image of some sort, something like that, like a date picker and things like that if I want to. If I want to beautify it, I can. For now, it's all about a technicality. So the first page, you have your full name, your email, they click on next. What it happens is it opens up this page. Now this page would contain a custom field. Do we have rating, additional info? Nope, that's not it. Google reputation rating, is that it? Nope, it's not. All right, then I'm going to click on add. Add a checklist or checkbox. I think that would be, or drop down single. Would that work? It would. Perfect. So this would be named, how would you rate us? Simple as that. This could be dummy folder because it's a dummy field. This would be, if I go to, where am I going? I am going to ChatGPT. Why? Because I just need the icons and the icons of the stars. Give me 1 till 5 stars to be used in a feedback survey. I hope it does give me the stars. Copy. Will this work? Oh, perfect. Share this tab. It worked. Let me just add the other stars as well. Copy. And I just realized that's not the way it should be. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Copy, paste, paste. All right, do not use black stars. I'm just using it for this example. Use golden stars or the yellow stars. That's the norm. Just wanted to bring that up first before anyone started saying, oh, it's a black star. How would you rate us already exist? How would you rate us? Over here, now it is. Perfect. Drop down and they see the 5 stars. Now over here, This is the part where the logic or the technicality comes in. If you click on 1 star, what do you want to do? 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5 stars. P1, slide 1, nope, disqualify, nope, don't disqualify. Where's the option label? Nope, it's not the option label as well. We need to find the submission. Themes, options on submit, survey settings, not one question, sticky contact here. That when the 1 star is selected, or 2 stars, or 3 stars, or 4 stars, or 5 stars, it will take them to their separate pages. And just click on save here and going back to automations. Create a workflow. I think there is a recipe as well for the review one. Email drip, webinar, fast 5, review request. Yep, here it is. That is this one where it says recipe, appointment calendar, appointment confirmation, reminder survey, review request. This one is specifically for calendars. This one would be whenever your customers or an opportunity is marked to 1, or you have successfully handled that client in whatever way that may be in your business. So you can have it either way. I'm going to choose this one just because it already contains a survey. And the only things that you'll need to change out within this would be your content, your wait and time period. But this is the flow. When an appointment has been made, send a confirmation reminder, and then a reminder for 24 hours before the appointment, then 1 hour before the appointment, wait for 1 hour after the appointment ends before you send out a review request. When, if they have showed up to the appointment. If they have showed up to the appointment, yes, wait until the purchase amount is entered, mark opportunity as 1, and send a review request. Over here, it will send them a review request with an email. When they click on the email, it will contain the survey link. They click on the survey, it will take them to that particular survey that we just made earlier. First name or full name, email, and selecting the number of stars. 1, 2, 3, feedback form, 4, 5, Google review page. So yeah, that's the logic behind that.
So as Mustafa was saying, we do have multiple ways for all of our clients to contact us through OPM tools. So first off, starting with the little blue question mark icon on the top right of the dashboard of your sub account. If you need help, it'll bring you up to the help and support page where you'll be brought up with many of these options available to you, as well as, yep, here it is. We have the new widget as well. If you click on the OPM logo widget right here in the bottom right, if you have it enabled, it'll bring you to the support knowledge base. What the support knowledge base is basically it has multiple articles relating to OPM tools, just all the assets and features that are within this application. So if you have any questions and you just want to figure it out yourself, do a DIY, just troubleshoot on your own, this is where you would want to go. But if you feel like you need some help, we have the 24/7 live chat service. If you click on the messaging icon, it'll bring you up to the 24/7 live chat, and you can pretty much ask anything that you need, and we are more than happy to help. And finally, there's also the support knowledge base on the tab on the left-hand side. It's the exact same thing as it is over here in this little widget. It's just on a bigger screen for convenience. And finally, there is the submit request. If you go there, fill out all the fields accordingly, and if you select a time for a meeting, it'll automatically create a Google Meet where we will help you with any issues that you're having, or if you want something set up like a workflow, or what we were talking about today, helping you with your reputation management. We are more than happy to help you out with that. And yeah.
Judge, as long as you're on that page, can you click on schedule support meeting right below submit request?
Schedule.
On the left-hand side, on the dashboard. From here, you can schedule a support meeting with us. It would be a 15-minute slot. What these slots are for is, for example, if you have some topic on your mind that you need to discuss out, if you want to have a brainstorming session, or if you want something to be built out quick and easy, something that's small, something like a small change. For example, like you mentioned, you want a widget to be made. You select a time slot, we get on in that time slot, and we have like this to and fro conversation. Meanwhile, we are building out what you want us to build out. So instead of waiting and making a ticket out of it and then waiting for correspondence with an email, to and fro, things like that, if something is that you just want to get it done and take it along with it, you can just book an easy 15 minutes meeting with us. We are providing you all the options at our disposal. Yeah, sorry. Again, don't give me a 1-star. Don't. So yeah, you have all the options, and you're free. Feel free to choose anyone from those. And yeah, it has been great having you all here, and it would be great to have all the people who watch this on YouTube. Bye, guys.
Yeah, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.